start of the game, first moves. And for Kirby, I think it's pretty obvious. Kirby's going to try and jump on top platform. But LD does something really odd here. I think he does something totally counterintuitive, and I'm not sure that I like it. Instead of going from the side plat to like mid bottom plat, where I think most foxes would go, or trying to contest top plat, instead he just goes right down here and starts messing around in this area. And that's just weird. Revan, for his part, just kind of takes control of top plat, and he gets it uncontested. I think I much prefer a situation where you stay on mid plat over here and just kind of jump up, shoot lasers before taking bottom plat, because that allows you to at least trade some damage for control of top plat. But this is LD. He's much better than me, so he's going to take control of bottom plat here, and he's going to try and poke from down here. He's going to jump up and use like U airs and maybe poke with back airs. I've seen him do that a lot versus Kirby. So here we go. Yep, he pokes with an up air and a back air. But as we're going to see here in a moment, he will overextend poking with those back airs. Yeah, see, Revan is onto him now, and he trades him. And this puts him in a horrible, horrible position. Fox does not want to be here out in the open versus Kirby on top plat. So Revan is going to shield pressure him, and that's probably going to be a stock, honestly. And there it is. Okay, edge guard situation. Kirby's at high percent, and he's close to stage. For some reason, LD has decided to laser on stage. I don't know if he has time to come down from this and edge guard Kirby if Kirby tries to go here for the edge. And so I'm not sure I like this laser option right here, even though in general I think lasers off stage on Kirby are great. But I think this is ultimately going to result in Revan getting back. So LD takes bottom plat. He takes bottom center stage. And normally I would expect a Kirby to just kind of like come around here and drop down with like back air or something. But that is kind of slow. Revan knows it. So instead, it looks like either he misses that option or he just kind of takes top plat and is fine with it. LD, for his part, is positioning himself way over here on the edge, which personally I don't like. I think based on your video, Robert, that's just bad. He's basically cornering himself. And I guess the idea here is that he wants to kind of bait Kirby into coming at him from the top platform. He wants to try and maybe lure Kirby into a sense of security, and then come at him with one of LD's maybe patented double jump up, quick drop down back air. That's something he really likes to do. So, and it looks like, yeah, that's basically what he tried to do, except with drills, and it didn't lead to anything. Didn't help him, except build a little bit of poke damage for a lot of risk. Okay, so LD somehow, or for some reason, comes up onto the top plat when Kirby has control of it, and is, okay, here we go. So Kirby has control of top plat, and he's near the bottom of the top plat, the surface of the top plat, and for some reason, LD decides to just go ahead and jump up and challenge him, and that's just not a good idea. And we can see Revan punishing him right there. What he should have done is just kind of stayed back, stayed, on the side plat and taken control of that side area. Maybe tried to poke like he was doing, or laser a little bit. Okay, so right here, Kirby has control of the side plat, and Fox has control of the center here. Now, this is actually an advantageous position for Fox, I think, because he's in a pseudo corner, or rather, Kirby's in a pseudo corner. He is too slow to really push the spacing, even though he controls the area down below where he is. He can't really get over unless Fox lets him. And so the thing to do here, I think, as Fox, is to jump up and try to control as much of this space as possible, with lasers, with back air pokes, but just any way you can. Prevent the Kirby from dropping down, try and push him off stage. Once again, we expect Kirby to kind of come up here to top plat, which he does. This time, however, LD tries to challenge him, and he's having a lot of trouble because Kirby's command of the space immediately around him is so good. It's really difficult to challenge him on top plat. It's generally not advisable, at least not for Fox. More pokes with the back airs. Poking with back airs. LD is not afraid to use his double jump against Revan, even at sort of those middling percents. And that's something that I think a lot of Fox players, a lot of players in general, just don't want to do. You don't want to use your double jump. But it seems to be working out okay. I say okay and not great because he is losing stocks and getting punished when he does it unsafely. But there are definitely plenty of times where he gets damage in. Again, lasers on the edge, lasers on close edge guard. Not a good idea. That right there, that is what you've got to worry about. You don't want to challenge Kirby on top plat directly with up airs, because you specifically want to watch out for that down tilt. Instead, you kind of want to make Kirby come to you if you can, but really, I don't know what you do in this scenario. Revan has LD basically cornered here. He's got control of this space here. LD has virtually nothing. And what does LD do? He waits for Revan to come down just a little bit, and then he jumps up, double jumps up, and then comes screaming back down with a drill or a back air. And it just seems to work out for him because Kirby can't easily control the space above him. You have to be very careful about doing that because Kirby can call it. If you become predictable, then he can hit you with a neutral air. He can fade back and punish it. Kirby on the ledge. Oh, that is tough. That is down air was probably not the right thing to do there, just because it's going to end before you hit the ground. That gives Kirby plenty of time to counterattack. Okay, Kirby's now at 59%. Dash attack may not have seemed like the best or most optimal thing to do here, but as we'll see, there's once LD connected against Revan with that dash attack, there's really nothing Revan could have done. This is kill. This is the end of stock, because Revan techs, and this is an incredibly easy to tech chase with another dash attack. And now Revan's at 67%. Kirby dies off the bottom plat at 63% from up smash. And so now you just cover the tech with jab and up smash. Easy peasy. Okay, here we go. So this is something we haven't seen LD do yet. he is taking side plat, jumping up and lasering. Now Revan is no slouch. He's seen this before because this is kind of the standard Fox approach. And so he drops down and hits LD with a forward air, hits him off stage. LD could have stopped a little bit, could have been a little bit more cautious with his lasers, and that probably would have been what he wanted. LD pokes Revan's shield with a rising back air. And there's just enough shield stun on that back air that Revan can't really respond as LD pulls over to the side here. Oddly enough, Revan rolls, eliminating any possibility of a counterattack, but good on LD for sitting back and lasering in this particular situation, even though this is the situation that I've been talking about where Kirby was kind of close off stage. In the previous situations, LD has been keeping really close to the edge around this area, and that's kind of really easy to hit for Kirby coming back. But since he's staying way back here, there's not a whole lot Revan can do about it. Now, on the other hand, Revan's at high percent. LD probably could have done like a jump off back air, probably would have been a better edge guard in this particular situation. But that's okay. This is not a bad option per se if you're not comfortable doing that. Poking with the up air is going to do for you. Lasers, yep, drop him down. Good, okay. I would have used a forward tilt, but that's great. That's even better. Oh, good. Here we go. Excellent TI by Revan. A lesser Kirby would have just fallen into the Fox combo there. We're looking at more back air pokes. And Revan's just having a hell of a time dealing with that. He's trying to. He's trying to throw out his neutral air, but Fox's speed is such that if you know your Kirby opponent is going to do that, you can just kind of wait for the neutral air and hit him with back air after it's done. Oof, oof. Okay, Revan was ready that time. He was ready for the double jump down air. But now that it's happened like 3 or 4 times, Revan's like, okay, I'm just going to sit on top plat and up tilt you. And that's a stock. Forward tilt on the edge. Kirby cannot deal with it. It's such a good option against Kirby. Here we go. Yeah, down tilt. It's worth noting when down tilt kills Kirby off the top. I don't know exactly when it is. I think it's somewhere around 140. Okay, looking at the back air poke time. Okay, that was incredible. LD gets a light hit, and Revan techs right here on the top, on the side plat. I think most Foxes would have just jumped up with a dare and just covered the tech option with a dare. Oh, I'm sorry, not a dare, with a nair. And at 101, I don't think that kills. But LD actually does something super smart here and covers, I think, all the tech options with a weak reverse bear land nair. And then that is definitely going to kill at 120 off the edge. It's such a smart option. Again, LD never wants to take the side plat and laser. That's usually the approach that I take. And I find a lot of success with it. But he just kind of pokes with back air, and it's been working for him really well most of this set, except for this game. It looks like Revan is kind of getting wise to exactly what's going on here. Patient. I don't think there was much LD could have done there. You have to recover high versus Kirby. There's not really any other option. You're gonna see forward tilt. Oh, okay. All right. Jab to drop down, jump, double jump nair, which is definitely a tool that every Fox should have in their arsenal. Sometimes that option makes me a little nervous, just because like going off stage is inherently, something I don't want to do, especially as Fox. But it's so good. 120. This should be okay. If I'm sure he meant to up smash there. Up smash would have killed. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're back to the old. Yeah. This time it was Revan who dropped down. That's interesting. Revan's waiting for that up air poke. There it is. And now he can punish. The down smash was interesting. I wonder if there wasn't anything better he could have done. Or maybe he wanted a down tilt. Back air pokes. And with the fade back, it's important to note that he's not just going for a back air poke. Like, he has an... That's it. That concludes tonight's analysis.